So in today's class, I am assuming that you are a beginner, and I am just going to be showing you things that you need as a beginner. I'll show you the basic things. You need a tape roll for measuring. We need pins. We need magnet. We need like a magnet or a pin holder. Of course, we need threads. We need scissors. We actually need two of these. We need the paper scissors for paper, and this one is for fabric. I have another one for paper, and of course we need our sewing machine. So right now I'm going to be concentrating this video on how to run on a sewing machine, and trust me, every sewing machine is almost the same. We have three types of sewing machine. We have these domestic ones, so these ones, they only use electricity. We have the industrial ones that uses electricity as well, and then we have the one that is almost like domestic. I'll say it's domestic, but then it uses both electricity and manual. Those ones are the Blackheads and then the popular Singer ones. So I'm going to show you how this runs. So here is my sewing machine, and it's off for now. So it has a cable. This is the cable for it, and I'll just show you. And I've plugged it right here. So I'm going to switch it on now. Yeah, so it's on now. This is called a pedal. So you press it for the machine to move here and move in the direction that you need. This particular machine actually comes with sewing that I don't need to use the pedal. So I have an option to either use the pedal or not. So what do I want to show you? I want to show you the basic things you need to know about a sewing machine. Okay, so for a sewing machine to sew, we need two threads. We need one thread in the lower bottom, and then we need one thread up here. So this is my thread, and then this is the one for the lower bottom. This is called a bobbin case. This is called a bobbin, and most machines have what is called a bobbin case, but this particular machine does not need a bobbin case. I'm going to show you another machine, what a bobbin case looks like and how it's inserted. So what I need to do with this is to thread. This usually comes empty, and I need to thread it with the particular color of thread. So we're going to be threading one right now. We're going to have to put thread on the bobbin. So I have different types of bobbins here, so I'll just pick one of my bobbins. This is my bobbin, and the next thing I need to do is to put it right here. So I've inserted it right there, and I'm just okay. Yep. Okay, so now I need to insert, because we'll take thread from here and fill this. So I'll insert this here, and I'll use my spoon cover to do this, and I'll follow this one. It actually has the marks on the machine, so you can know, and every machine is different, and I'm going to take time out to show you how to do this one and the industrial one. So this is here. Okay, so now we have this in here. So the next thing, I'm going to come here, and I'll go around like this. So this thing has got a cutter. I'll just cut the rest of the thread because I had a lot too much. Okay, so after I do this, the next thing I want to do is I'm now going to shift this down here. shift this down here. Yeah, so now that I've done that, I have two options. I have the option to just press this, which is my start button, because I am not using the pedal. So I just want you to see how it's sewing, how it's reeling the thread. And when it's done, it will just stop by itself. Yep, so now it has stopped. That means it's done. I just pull it out, cut it out. So that is done. So now the next thing I want to show you is how to thread the upper layer and thread the lower layer so that we can start sewing. So to thread the upper layer, I need a few things. It's very easy. It has the numbers on these things actually. Let me see how close I can bring it so you can see that. There's a number 1 around here. Okay, so number 1 is here, right here, number 2 is right here, and number 3 is next here. Okay, so now that we can see a bit of the thread, let's get started. So this is number 1, so it comes out from this, the thread scoop here. Let me show you. This is my thread that I put here. So what I did was I just brought it in here. I just brought it in here, and then I covered it up, if not so it can drop. So this covering, please, is very important. So now that I have that, I'm going to just press in to number 1, and then number 2, and then number 3, and I go all the way around. Number 4 has like this metal thing out here that you can almost miss, but it's so important because you use it to get your tensions right. If not, the machine will not sew correctly. So this one right here is number 4, and I just take it in. I need to ensure that it goes in. So it has gone in. And then here is number 5, and then I'm going to go straight to number 6, which just holds it in place, and then I can thread my needle. So this machine has an automatic threader, but I don't want you to bother yourself with that, as not all machines have it. So that is that. So we've been able to thread the upper layer. Now we need to thread the lower layer. So I'll put this right here. I've put this in here, and the next thing I need to do is the remaining thread. There's a little here, I'll just put in here, After I do this, I'll then lock this with, this little layer here is very important, because if this thing gets missing, and you cannot find a spare, you might not be able to work with this machine. So you need to really keep this, but it's not all machines that come with it. I'll show you the way how this one works, the kind of machine, the way it works. I'll show you in a few minutes. So now we have our two threads, the upper layer and the lower layer fixed, but they are not yet connected. So how do we connect these two? I'll show you in a minute. So what do I need to do to connect these two? Okay, I need to pick this one here, hold this thing down and use it to bring out the second, and then pull this thread. So now I have the two threads connected and ready to sew. So I'm just going to put it behind like this. Okay, you need to see this. So I'm just going to put it behind like this and put everything behind. And now my machine is ready to stitch. Please, if you have any questions about the sewing machine, please make sure to ask me. This is quite common. So for this particular one, you can see I fixed the lower thread and the upper thread. So you can see that I've been stitching some things here. So I just want to show you how the bobbin works. So this has like a little storage unit here. And this is my bobbin and my bobbin case. So what did I do? This is my bobbin. This is my bobbin and my bobbin case. So for me to get this machine working, I need to put this bobbin in the case, come right here to the little hole. There's a little hole so there's a little hole around here. Put it in here and then put it in here. So once I'm done with that, you can see inside the machine here. I need to put this in that little hole that you're seeing. So I'm just going to do this. I'm pressing. Voila! So the next thing is I have to bring this thread up, and I do that by touching this pedal and holding this and lifting it out. Yeah, so now we have the thread for the up and for the down. I can lock that place. I can put this back and I'm ready to sew. There you have it. So the next thing will be sewing on the machine. So let's get sewing.